What if I told you the United States almost didn't make it past its teenage years? Like, the country with the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and We the People nearly fell apart before it even got started. Most people think the Constitution just showed up after the Revolutionary War like a neat little instruction manual. Nope, wrong. Totally wrong. So here's the big question. How did a bunch of tired, arguing guys in a hot room in Philadelphia invent the oldest written national constitution still used anywhere on Earth? And why did some Americans hate it so much they almost rejected it? Stick around. We're breaking down the U.S. Constitution, the Convention of 1787, the Founding Fathers, and the Bill of Rights, so simple a kid could get it. All right, friend, let's rewind. It's the 1780s. America just won the Revolutionary War against Britain. People are celebrating. Freedom, independence, fireworks in their hearts, right? But there's a problem. A big, messy, oh no kind of problem. The country was running on something called the Articles of Confederation. Think of it like the first draft of a group project that nobody really finished. Under the Articles, the national government was super weak, like can't even pay its bills weak. It couldn't collect taxes properly. It couldn't raise a strong army easily. Each state acted like its own little country. They printed their own money. They argued over borders. They didn't always listen to Congress. Imagine 12 kids on a soccer team where nobody has to pass the ball, nobody has a coach with real power, and everyone brings their own rule book. That's America under the Articles of Confederation. And then things got scary. In Massachusetts, a guy named Daniel Shays, a former soldier who hadn't been paid, led a rebellion. Farmers were losing their land because of debts and taxes. They grabbed weapons. They shut down courts. The national government basically shrugged and said, good luck with that? That freaked people out. Leaders like George Washington, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton looked around and thought, if we don't fix this, the whole experiment collapses. So in 1787, they called a meeting in Philadelphia. Officially, it was just to fix the Articles. Unofficially, a lot of them already knew they might need to start over, and that meeting became the Constitutional Convention. Okay, quick pause. If you're liking how simple this is so far, that's exactly why Simple History Lessons exists. We explain real history in plain words, no confusing jargon, just clear stories anyone can understand, even a child. Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson. All right, back to the hot room. Picture this. Summer of 1787, Philadelphia. No air conditioning. Windows often shut so secrets don't leak. 55 delegates from the states show up. Well, 12 states. Rhode Island said, no thanks, and stayed home. George Washington is chosen to lead the meeting. He's respected, calm, the kind of person who walks in and everyone sits up straighter. James Madison arrives with plans stacked high. People later call Madison the father of the Constitution because he studied governments like it was his full-time job, which, honestly, it kind of was. Benjamin Franklin is there too, older, witty, still dropping one-liners. Alexander Hamilton wants a strong national government. Others are terrified of anything that feels like a king. Right away, they stop fixing the Articles and start building something new, a whole new constitution. But they don't agree on much. Big state versus small state is the first major fight. Virginia, a big state, says representation in Congress should be based on population. More people, more votes. New Jersey, smaller state, says nope. Every state should get equal votes, or the big states will steamroll everyone. They argue, they get stuck. The convention almost falls apart. Then comes the Great Compromise, also called the Connecticut Compromise. Here's the simple version. Let's do both. One house, the House of Representatives, based on population. Big states happy. Another house, the Senate, where every state gets 2 senators. Small states happy. Boom, 2 houses. That's why Congress has a House and a Senate today. Pretty clever, right? But wait, there's another huge argument, and this one is harder. Slavery. Some northern delegates want to limit it. Southern states depend on enslaved labor and refuse to join a union that threatens that system. So they make ugly deals. One is the 3/5 compromise. Enslaved people can't vote, but states can count 3/5 of them when figuring out population for representation. It's unfair. It's painful. We don't sugarcoat it. The Constitution also delayed banning the international slave trade until 1808. These compromises helped the deal pass, but they left deep wounds the country would face later. They also designed 3 branches of government so no one person or group gets all the power. Legislative, Congress, makes the laws. Executive, the president, carries out the laws. Judicial, the courts, interprets the laws. And they add checks and balances. That means each branch can stop the others from going too far. Congress can pass a law, but the president can veto it. The courts can say a law goes against the Constitution. It's like a 3-way tug of war where nobody is allowed to win forever. They also create federalism, sharing power between the national government and the state governments. On September 17, 1787, 39 delegates sign the Constitution. Not everyone there signs. Some walk away unhappy, but the document is born. The preamble, the opening, starts with words that still give people chills. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Not we, the king. Not we, the states. We, the people. But signing it wasn't the end. Oh no. Now they had to sell it to the country. For the Constitution to become law, 9 of the 13 states had to ratify it, meaning officially approve it. And Americans split into 2 teams. Federalists say, yes, we need this stronger government or we'll fall apart. Hamilton, Madison, and John Jay write the Federalist Papers to explain and defend the plan. Anti-Federalists say, hold up, this national government looks too powerful. Where are the protections for free speech, for religion, for the right to a fair trial? What stops this from turning into another tyranny? And you know what? The Anti-Federalists had a point people really felt. So a deal gets made. If the Constitution passes, they'll add a Bill of Rights, a list of clear protections for individual freedoms. States start voting. It's dramatic, close in places. On June 21, 1788, New Hampshire becomes the 9th state to ratify. The Constitution is officially on. George Washington later becomes the first president under it. In 1791, the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, are added. Here's what a few of them mean in plain English. You can speak your mind and practice your religion. You have rights if the government accuses you of a crime. The government can't just barge into your home without a good legal reason. Powers not given to the national government stay with the states or the people. Over time, more amendments come. There are 27 total today. Some end slavery, some protect voting rights. That's important. The Constitution was built to last, but also built to change through a difficult amendment process. And here's the wild part people forget. It's the oldest written national constitution still in use in the world. Is it perfect? No. The founders were human. They left out a lot of people at the start. Women, Native Americans, enslaved African Americans, and others didn't get equal rights in practice. The story of America is partly the story of people fighting to make we the people actually include everyone. But the genius of the design is this. It creates rules for arguing without destroying the country. It spreads out power. It forces compromise. It gives citizens tools to push for change. So when somebody says the Constitution, they're not just talking about an old paper in a museum. They're talking about the playbook for how the United States tries to govern itself. From a weak league of states, to a hot summer argument in Philadelphia, to compromises that were brilliant and compromises that were wrong, to a living document people still debate every single day. That's the Constitution, simple as that, and deeper than it looks. If this helped the Constitution finally make sense, do me a quick favor. Like the video so more curious people can find it. Subscribe to Simple History Lessons for more true stories told the easy way. Share it with a friend, a parent, or a classmate who thinks history is boring. We'll fix that. And drop a comment. What part surprised you most? The Articles mess? The Great Compromise? The Bill of Rights fight? I read the comments, and I might make a whole video from your idea. Thanks for hanging out all the way to the end. That's how you win history. See you in the next lesson.